Alex had only been on Varelia for 2 weeks, and already he felt like every alien eye in the academy was watching him. Being the only human student in the entire alien university was hard enough. But being assigned to the advanced biology lab with Kayla, a top student from the Triveron species, made it even harder. Kayla was tall, with silver blue skin and eyes that glowed faintly in the dark. Her reputation for perfection was unmatched, and she didn't like working with anyone, especially not a human. But that night, the lab was quiet. The glowing tanks hummed, and Kayla had actually asked Alex for help. She was working on a genetic adaptation experiment. Something about improving nutrient absorption in alien bodies. The process was simple, or at least that's what Kayla claimed. They mixed a sample of her own blood with a special nutrient solution, and Alex calibrated the human dye scanner to measure the changes. Everything looked normal. The data showed no dangerous spikes, no unusual readings. When the solution was ready, Kayla took it without hesitation. She drank the shimmering liquid, her eyes narrowing at the strange taste. "It's fine," Alex assured her, trying to sound confident. Though his voice wavered a little, Kayla rolled her eyes. "Humans and your fear of harmless science," she muttered. Alex cleaned up the table, making sure every instrument was switched off. Kayla yawned and left the lab, saying she had an early class the next day. Alex stayed a little longer. Double-checking the readings, there was one tiny spike in the data, too small to mean anything. He thought. He closed the file and left, not knowing it would vanish from the system by morning. The next day began normally. Alex was halfway through breakfast in the academy dining hall when the doors slammed open. Kayla stood there, her face pale, her breathing fast. Every student turned to look at her. Her hands clutched her stomach as if holding something heavy inside. Her voice shook, but it carried across the hall. "Human, what have you done to me? Why is my belly so swollen?" she screamed. The room went silent. Alex froze, his spoon still halfway to his mouth. Dozens of alien students turned their heads toward him, their expressions a mix of shock, anger, and curiosity. Alex stood up. Slowly. "What? I didn't. Don't lie to me," Kayla shouted, taking a step closer. Her stomach was indeed swollen, as if she had eaten far too much, but her skin glowed faintly under the surface. It wasn't just swelling. Something inside her was moving. Whispers spread like fire through dry grass. Some students gasped. Others muttered about human experiments. A teacher hurried into the room, pushing through the crowd. "What's going on here?" the teacher demanded. Kayla pointed at Alex. "He gave me something in the lab last night. Now this," Alex's heart pounded. "It was part of your project. You told me it was safe," he said, his voice rising. The teacher's expression darkened. "Both of you, come with me." They were taken to the Discipline Council chamber. Tall alien elders sat in curved chairs, their glowing eyes fixed on Alex. The head counselor, a sharp-faced female with crystal-like horns, spoke first. "Human, you are accused of interfering with a Triveron student's biology. Explain yourself." Alex swallowed hard. "I didn't interfere. I just followed Kayla's instructions." Kayla frowned, but said nothing, her hands still resting protectively over her stomach. The counselor gestured to the screen, but when they tried to pull up the lab records, nothing appeared. "The data has been erased," one elder said coldly. "That's impossible," Alex whispered. Kayla looked confused. "I saw the readings last night," she said softly. The council murmured among themselves, their voices low. Finally, the head counselor spoke. "Until this matter is resolved, the human will be restricted from all lab access." Alex's stomach twisted. This wasn't just about science anymore. Someone had made sure there was no proof of what really happened, and that meant someone wanted him blamed. As they left the chamber, Kayla glanced at him, her voice low. "I don't know what's happening, but I feel strange. And not in a bad way. Alex stared at her, confused. Strange how? She hesitated, like I have. More energy, more life. Her words sent a chill down his spine. Whatever had happened in that lab. It was only the beginning, and if the wrong people found out, both of them could be in danger. Alex didn't sleep that night. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw Kayla's face in the dining hall. The way she had looked at him like he was both her enemy and the only one who could explain what was happening. The whispers in the corridors hadn't stopped either. Alien students stared when he passed. Some whispered in languages he didn't understand. Others didn't bother hiding their disgust. By morning, he received a message from the Discipline Council. Short and sharp. He was to report to the medical wing immediately. No explanations, no choice. Kayla was already there when he arrived. Sitting on a glowing examination bed, her eyes flicking up at him. Not with anger this time, but with something else worry. The medical chamber smelled of sterile air and whoop. Strange herbs, blue light from scanning machines made Kayla's skin look almost translucent. The swelling in her belly was still there, maybe even a little bigger. The head medic, an elderly alien with long silver tendrils instead of hair, circled Kayla like a predator. His sharp eyes scanning every detail he didn't even acknowledge. Alex, until he suddenly turned human. Explained every detail of last night's procedure. Alex repeated everything exactly as it happened, his voice calm at first, but rising when the medic started shaking his head. Impossible, the medic muttered. There is no record in our database of a reaction like this, unless... His voice trailed off, and he glanced at the two armored guards in the room. Alex didn't like that pause. Kayla shifted on the bed. Unless what? She asked. The medic ignored her question. Instead, he turned to one of the guards and gave a silent signal. The guard stepped forward, gripping Alex's arm. Hey, what are you doing? Alex protested, but the grip was like iron. Kayla stood up suddenly, her hand instinctively covering her stomach. Wait, you can't just take him. He didn't hurt me, she said sharply. The medic gave her a cold look. This is not about hurt, girl. This is about containment. The word sent a shiver down Alex's spine. He had heard it before in human history, a word used when something dangerous had to be locked away. Before they could drag him out, the lights in the medical wing flickered. A low hum filled the room. Kayla gasped, clutching her stomach tighter. It's moving again, she whispered. Everyone froze. The hum grew louder. The scanners around the room began flashing strange symbols. Symbols Alex recognized from the lab's forbidden research archives. He had seen them once when he accidentally opened a locked file. Symbols linked to bioweapons research. The guards hesitated, their eyes darting to the medic. But before any order could be given, Kayla's glow intensified. Faint lines of light began spreading from her stomach across her skin. She didn't look in pain. She looked stronger, taller even. Her posture straightened, her breathing deepened. The medic backed away a step. This is not natural, he said in a low voice. Alex seized the moment. Jerking his arm free from the distracted guard, Kayla, we need to leave now, she looked at him. Fear and trust mixing in her eyes. For a heartbeat, she hesitated. Then she jumped off the bed. The guards reacted too late. Alex grabbed her hand and pulled her toward the exit. They burst into the corridor, alarms already starting to echo through the building. Red lights flashed above, alien students poked their heads out of rooms, whispering in shock as Kayla ran past with the human. Alex didn't know where he was going. Only that staying meant answers would be taken from them, or worse. They'd disappear before they could be found. They ducked into an unused storage room. The smell of dust and old chemicals filled the air. Kayla leaned against the wall, breathing heavily. Alex, I can feel it. Whatever's inside me, it's not hurting me. It's helping me. Her voice was trembling but sure. Alex ran a hand through his hair. "Helping you how?" She looked down at her hands, flexing her fingers. "I can feel things, hear things." The hum of the building, the heartbeats in the hall outside. He stared at her, not sure whether to be amazed or terrified. "Kayla, this isn't just biology anymore. Someone did this to you on purpose." She shook her head. "Why?" "I'm just a student." He thought back to the erased lab data. Strange spike on the scanner. The symbols on the medical machines. It was all connected. Someone had set this up, and they had used him to make it happen. Footsteps echoed outside. The storage room. Alex put a finger to his lips. Kella's eyes narrowed. 3 people, one is heavy. Carrying a weapon, she whispered without even thinking. Alex stared. "You can hear that?" She nodded when the footsteps passed. Alex whispered, "We can't stay here. They'll search everywhere. We have to get off the campus." Kella's lips tightened. "If we run, they'll call us criminals." He met her gaze. "If we stay, they'll make you into something you can't control." For a long moment, neither spoke. Then Kayla stepped closer, her silver blue eyes locked on his. "Then we run." Asterisk. Alex and Kayla slipped through the dark alleys beyond the academy's walls. The city around them buzzing with alien life and strange lights. Kayla's swollen belly pulsed softly. Like something alive beneath her skin, she moved carefully, but sometimes she winced, an odd glow tracing patterns on her skin. Alex kept scanning the area with his portable device, trying to find a safe place where no one could find them. Every moment, the feeling that they were being hunted grew stronger. The rumors of Kella's condition had spread fast, and many believed she was carrying a dangerous weapon. But Alex knew it was something different, something new. And terrifying, that night, they found shelter in an abandoned warehouse filled with strange alien plants growing in broken containers. Kayla sat on a crate, her hands trembling as she lifted her shirt to look at her belly. The swelling wasn't just bigger, it was moving, slowly shifting from one side to the other, tiny. Shapes flickered under her skin, like shadows dancing in the light. Alex stared in disbelief. "Kayla, what is happening?" She swallowed hard. "I don't know, but I feel like something inside me is waking up. It's not pain. It's more like it's alive. Alex, really alive." Alex carefully ran a scan over her belly. The device beeped and flashed strange symbols, different from anything in his human database. This is not just biology. It's something hybrid, part alien, part human, but evolving. Kella's eyes widened. Evolving. What does that mean for me? Suddenly, her body stiffened, and she gasped, clutching Alex's arm. "It's moving again, faster." Alex helped her sit down as the light under her skin pulsed rapidly. The tiny shapes inside started to grow, forming faint outlines of wings, sharp edges, and something that looked like a tiny tail. Kella's breathing grew heavier, but her eyes shone with a strange fire. "It's not just inside me anymore. It's becoming part of me," she whispered, a mix of fear and wonder in her voice. Alex realized this was beyond science. Kayla was changing into something new, something no one had ever seen. He pulled out a small, worn book he had found in the academy library weeks before, filled with forbidden knowledge about ancient bioengineering experiments. Flipping through the pages, he found a drawing that matched the shapes beneath Kella's skin, a hybrid creature designed to survive any environment and heal rapidly from injury. This is what's growing inside you," Alex said softly. Kayla looked at him, eyes wide and afraid. "Then, I'm not just a student anymore. I'm something else." Suddenly, a loud crash outside startled them, and footsteps echoed near the warehouse door. Alex grabbed a rusty pipe while Kayla stood, glowing faintly with the energy inside her. The door burst open, and a group of armored enforcers rushed in, weapons raised. "Freeze." "We're here to take the hybrid back to the academy," the lead enforcer shouted. Kayla took a deep breath. Then her swollen belly glowed bright blue. And suddenly, sharp wings burst out from her back, unfolding like a silver fan. The enforcers froze in shock, some stepping back, others raising their weapons higher. Alex's heart raced. Kayla wasn't just defending herself now, she was fighting for their survival. In one swift movement, Kayla soared above their heads, flapping her glowing wings and scattering the enforcers. Alex watched, amazed and scared, as she landed gracefully, her body glowing with new power. "We have to keep moving," Kayla said, voice steady but urgent. Alex nodded. "But where will we go now?" Kayla's eyes searched the horizon. "Somewhere no one will find us. At least for a while," as they disappeared into the night. The strange hybrid inside Kayla continued to grow. And so did the dangerous mystery of what she truly was. Alex and Kayla moved through the dark streets, their breaths visible in the cold night air, but Alex's mind was racing faster than his legs. He had to find answers, and fast. In the heart of the city stood the old research tower, a place forbidden to students, but rumored to hold the academy's darkest secrets. Alex had heard whispers about it, secret projects, banned experiments, and a man named Professor Vorak, who disappeared years ago after a scandal with Kella's glowing form guiding him. Alex slipped inside through a broken side door, the air thick with dust and the faint hum of dormant machines. The deeper they went, the more strange symbols and old tech surrounded them. Alien and human devices tangled together like forgotten memories. In a locked chamber, Alex found a hidden console still alive with flickering lights. His fingers trembling, he hacked into the system. And what he found made his heart stop. Files marked hybridization project with images of alien subjects. Injected with human DNA, their bodies twisted but powerful, their eyes glowing like Kella's now did. A faded video played, showing Professor Vorak speaking. His voice cold and determined. "Humans carry genes that can unlock new biological potential in our species, but this power must be controlled." The screen showed Kella's exact species in tests, their bodies used as vessels to birth new hybrid warriors. Alex swallowed hard. The truth was clear. Kella's swelling was no accident. It was part of a secret plan to create the ultimate slap scoret. The ultimate slap slav. The screen showed Kella's exaf. This creed, slab, was sklade/laugh. My laughs, swallowed laugh. ATY slap, my weed slab. My laugh, was wade slab. We slab, we slab, we made slab. We sawit, by we slab, we salayet, I salayet, cock cowet, bip it to me. Secret to sassy lev of the psychit, light side to suse, bake I said it's static cack, sictus, little high leaks, the lights that's to Rupert, living weapon, a being with human adaptability and alien strength. Kella's voice echoed behind him, "So they used me like a test subject." Her eyes burned with anger and fear. "They want to make soldiers out of us, to control the galaxy with our bodies." Alex reached out. "We can't let that happen. But if we expose this, they'll come after us harder." He glanced at the glowing monitors. "We need proof. Something to show everyone what's really going on." Suddenly, a loud alarm blared through the tower. Red lights flashing urgently. The door slammed shut behind them, locking tight. Their worst fears had come true. Someone had triggered the security system. Kella's wings flared instinctively, her glowing tail flicking. "They found us," she said, voice tense. Alex grabbed a data chip from the console. Stuffing it into his pocket, "We have to escape, now." They ran through twisting corridors, dodging laser traps and automated defenses that seemed designed to kill. Alex's heart pounded. But Kella's new powers kept them one step ahead. She leaped over barriers, her strength surprising even Alex. At the exit, 2 armed guards waited, blocking their path. "Stop right there," one shouted, raising a stun weapon. Kayla stepped forward, her glowing eyes fixed on them. "If you want me, you'll have to get through me." The guards fired, but Kayla's wings spread wide. Catching the beams and scattering the energy, she charged, knocking them aside with a force that shattered their armor plates. Alex helped one guard up, whispering, "Run, and tell them what you saw here." But the guard only shook his head. Terrified of what Kayla had become, they escaped in 2. The night, but the city was no longer safe. The Academy's secret was out, and powerful enemies were now hunting them. Alex looked at Kayla, determination burning in his eyes. "We fight this together, no matter what." Kayla smiled faintly, "Because now, I'm more than just a student. I'm a symbol of change and a weapon for the future." Asterisk. Alex and Kayla slipped deeper into the shadowed parts of the city, places where the bright lights of the Academy couldn't reach them. The narrow alleys twisted like a maze, and every sound echoed with the threat of danger. Kayla's swollen belly no longer just pulsed softly. Now it seemed to hum with growing power. She moved carefully, sensing the energy inside her shifting. Like a storm waiting to break free, Alex watched her closely, worry tightening his chest. "Kayla, how do you feel?" he asked, his voice low. She paused, taking a deep breath, stronger, but also different. "Alex, I can breathe easier, even in polluted air. And my wounds heal quickly. But sometimes the energy inside me makes me dizzy," she confessed, eyes flashing with something wild. They reached an abandoned factory where old alien machines lay broken and forgotten. Here they could rest, away from prying eyes. But Kayla didn't settle. Instead, she paced nervously, her glowing skin lighting the dark corners. Suddenly, she collapsed, clutching her belly, a strange light bursting through her skin. Alex caught her just in time. "It's happening again," she gasped, the swelling shifting rapidly, and from beneath her skin, tiny wings sprouted, delicate but shining with a strange metallic light. Alex stared in awe and fear. "What is this? Are you transforming?" Kayla nodded. "I think so, but I don't know what I will become. I only know this power is part of me now. And it's changing everything." As if to prove her words, the tiny wings fluttered, lifting her a few inches. Off the ground, the feeling was both thrilling and terrifying. Alex realized they were no longer just hiding from enemies. Kayla was becoming something new. A living weapon forged from secret science and human-alien DNA. But that meant they were a target for hunters who wanted to control or destroy her. That night, while Alex kept watch, Kayla's dreams became filled with strange visions, vast starscapes, ancient creatures, and a voice calling her name, in a language she didn't know but understood deep inside. She woke with a start, whispering, "Alex, I think this power has a purpose, not just destruction, but something bigger." Alex rubbed his tired eyes. "Whatever it is, we'll face it together." Their fragile peace shattered when distant shouts pierced the night. Alien patrols searching the area, their voices angry and determined. "They're coming," Kayla said, her body glowing brighter, wings spreading wider, with no time to lose. They fled into the darkness, every shadow hiding new dangers, but also the hope of freedom. The night was heavy with silence as Alex and Mabla and Kayla hid in a cavern beneath the city, the glowing crystals on the walls casting eerie shadows that danced across their faces. Kayla's swollen belly throbbed stronger than ever, and the strange wings had grown larger, shimmering softly in the dim light. Alex watched her closely, worry deep in his eyes. "Kayla, you look different." "Stronger," he said gently. She nodded, her breath shallow. I can feel it growing inside me, like something waiting to burst free. But I don't know if I'm ready. Suddenly, Kayla gasped, clutching her belly, pain flashing across her face. The swelling pulsed wildly, and a blinding light filled the cavern. Alex shielded his eyes as the light dimmed, revealing a small, glowing orb resting on the ground where Kayla had been. Humming with energy, Kayla's eyes widened. It's the life inside me," she whispered, tears mixing with awe. "I didn't give birth to a weapon. I gave birth to a new hope." The orb floated gently towards Alex, connecting with him in a pulse of warmth and power. Suddenly, memories, not his own, flooded his mind. Ancient battles, lost worlds, and a promise to protect a new kind of life. Alex stumbled back, breathless. "This changes everything." Kayla smiled weakly. "We're not just running anymore. We're carrying the future." Just then, distant footsteps echoed through the cavern entrance, heavy and unyielding. "They've found us," Alex said urgently. Grabbing Kayla's hand, "We must go now," as they fled into the dark tunnels. The glowing orb pulsed between them, lighting their path. Their journey had become more than survival. It was a race to protect something powerful, something that could change the galaxy forever. Alex and Kayla stood at the edge of a cliff, the twin suns setting behind distant mountains, casting long shadows over the world below. The glowing orb floated between them, pulsing softly like a heartbeat. "We can't go back," Kayla said quietly, her eyes fixed on the horizon. "If we return, they will use this power for war, for control." Alex nodded, feeling the weight of their choice pressing on him. "We have to protect it. Protect you, even if that means leaving everything behind." Behind them, the sound of ships approached. The Academy's forces had tracked them down, determined to take back what they called property. But Alex and Kayla were no longer just fugitives. They were the last hope for a new kind of life. With a deep breath, Kayla spread her shimmering wings wide. Lifting off the ground, the orb glowing brighter and connecting with her like a second skin. Alex held her hand tightly. "Wherever you go, I'll follow." Together, they soared into the sky, leaving behind the world that tried to cage them. Ready to face whatever came next, their journey was just beginning, not as victims or weapons, but as creators of a future where humans and aliens could change the galaxy together. Asterisk.